And we're back at it in Gastonia, the driveway job. So first phase, right? Second phase was doing some clearing and getting everything prepped for a driveway up there. But now it's time to conquer the hill. We got the dozer, we got the traco. My skid steer's down there running right now. I'm just getting all these machines fueled up right now. But the rain is non-stop and it's very aggravating. This job, you know, shouldn't take longer than a week, but I mean, this rain, it rained yesterday. It's muggy and nasty out today. It's raining tomorrow, and yeah, it's pretty annoying, but we're gonna get it done. I'm gonna show you the hill, I'm gonna show you the plan, and we'll try to get some shots of us working and get some after shots as well. So here's the road. It goes straight uphill. It doesn't look that steep on camera, but it's extremely steep in person. We got to get all this prepped and ready for cement trucks to drive up and down here, and contractors, because he's wanting to build. So the game plan is to pluck all this stuff up, drop it, I'll mulch it, and then we'll move the mulch somewhere else. And we'll harvest most of the dirt out of here to lift all this up and try to shoot grade and get all that water to run that way where it needs to go instead of here. And it's only coming here because this driveway's obviously the lowest point. I mean, the water's just gonna trickle in. So lift up the driveway, shoot the water on each side. So we're gonna harvest some dirt out of here, fix that up, get this nice and straight. And then a good bit of this dirt right here, we're gonna harvest that and fix this hill right here. So if you can see, it goes down and then straight down and then up. Concrete trucks are gonna have a terrible time trying to get up that, because just that kicker. So yeah, sorry, my hands are really dirty. I just got done greasing everything. But we're gonna move that dirt up. We're gonna lift that about 4 foot. The creek loggers have been coming up and down here, so it's full of riprap and it's naturally flowing, so that's perfectly fine. The traco, trucks, all that stuff, they drive over that perfectly fine. It's probably like 2 or 3 loads of riprap in that creek, but naturally it fixes itself, so we're just gonna leave it at that. And if we need any more stone, then, you know, we'll bring it in, but we're just gonna leave it alone. But it's gonna be lifted about 4 foot down there, if you can see. So it's just a natural slope. This is gonna be cut down. This is gonna be cut down. The water should shed right off the road and flow down the sides, and that would stop erosion of the stone, and concrete trucks should run right up here. We're not gonna use surge. Surge is real long and bulky. We're gonna use a little bit smaller than surge. It's about the size of my fist, and we'll throw it all down in here, pack it with the dozer, traco, skid steer, and it's gonna be pretty sweet. It's the next day, everything dried up. I'm mulching the property line pretty much. It's a straight line. We're gonna have to get the traco in here. A tree dropped. I really can't maneuver in here with a big stump and all that, but it's pretty much a straight line right here. Camera won't pick it up, of course. So we're cutting this down right here to channel some water. Right now the dozer's up there pushing everything I mulched, and the tracker is going to pluck all that stuff out, drop it, I'll mulch it, and then we'll push all that debris down here on the bottom of the hill. So we're going to reshape this hill right here, use that dirt for down here because that's some good stuff. Everything else over here isn't that good, so we're going to use that, shift it over, build that road up, and cut a swale in here as well. And we're going to taper that driveway so that rainwater kind of washes like that rather than straight down, because if it's perfectly level, you know, that's a big channel for water. So you kind of like, it kind of has to look like this just a little bit. It's just so water can run off. Traco's down there plucking some bamboo. We're moving that over for water, and we just found another water line that comes down. It was jammed up, and we're unjamming it just so everything can naturally flow. It's gonna look pretty good. So here's an update. So this is a borrow pit we dug down to find good soil, and we stripped off the bad, replaced it with good, and now we're filling it back in with all the bad stuff we cut out. So we're gonna pack all this in. He's just scooting all the dirt down. We're gonna try to make it look best we can. We got a good bit of dirt to rob over here. We got some dirt to rob up on that hill. So robbing means just moving it to fill in holes that you dug for your borrow pit. So take out the good, use it for a road base, cut out the bad, flip it back over there, because you know no one's gonna be driving semis and concrete trucks over that. So it's looking pretty good. It's got a real nice elevation to it, real nice slope. We're gonna bring in some rock tomorrow and see how far we can get. Right now we're cutting a ditch line to channel that water. We're gonna try to lift this up a hair, catch all that water, make sure it comes down on this side before it crosses over and washes out. And we met the neighbor. He's super nice. This guy's super nice. And after this job, we're going to do the neighbors. We're gonna clear, pop stumps, do some mulching, and all the good stuff. We got all the dirt work done. We're putting stone down now. We got over the creek. They took a lot of riprap, and here comes the dump truck right on through it. So let's see how good he does. There it is. Yep. Cool deal. From this point forward, we have about 1,100 foot to go. So we're gonna put another load of stone down and see how far that gets us. But we got phase 2 done, which is crossing the creek. We got it done naturally. The loggers that came in and out of here, they put probably 7 loads of riprap down there, and just driving back and forth over it with their fellow bunchers and all that stuff, you know. That's all packed down in there. We kind of added a little bit more riprap, and then we sprinkled some of this stuff on here, which is probably the best stuff for a foundation. As you can see, that truck is kind of just sinking it down in there. And then when you're done with the driveway and the house and build, you just top it with small stuff, and it doesn't go anywhere. So my hands are dirty. So tomorrow I gotta leave and go mulch, and he's gonna get with everybody and everything, and we're gonna figure out phase 3 and go from there. So this was first phase. It's about 600 foot in for this 2,000 foot driveway. It held up great. We've had dump trucks driving up and down this thing all day today. The truck fully loaded is about 60,000 pounds. So that was nice to see it handle it, because the goal is to have cement trucks come back here, and I think we can do it, no problem. Here's second phase. We crossed the creek. We put some riprap in. There was already a foundation here before we got here. We just kind of fixed it so people can drive up and down. It's gonna be a while before he plans on building, which is also great. You need to let this stuff sit, let a good rain hit it, drive over it with your truck, you know, the machines or whatnot. Let it all settle, and you know, let all the rocks connect naturally after rain, mud, and you know, right now it's a little fluffy. It's gonna be a little bit hard to drive up, but this is the stone we used. I believe they call it Class A riprap. You know, you got a bunch of stuff like this and a bunch of stuff like this. So, you know, when you put some weight on there, all these little rocks and everything really connect. So it's a great foundation. It starts kind of right there behind my skid steer all the way up, probably another 500, 600 foot. My skid steer forward is number 4 stone, which isn't a big deal, because you want this big stuff and all that down first. When it's packed in, you guys always destroy it, because contractors and, you know, dump trucks and you name it, they just tear it up. But what it does is it sinks down in that soil, creates a base layer. When he's all done, we'll come back through here with some ABC stone and cover everything back up. But what we did is we kind of put some boulders down on the sides in here and up here, just a hair. We did not lift it whatsoever. It's still a gradual grade, so if it does fill up and there's some debris, it can easily pass through. riprap on the sides just to lock everything in, lock in the smaller stone. We put that riprap down all through here. This is all riprap. This stuff right here is all in this and all in this. So we laid it down, packed the snot out of it with the track hoe, and then tied in that Class A riprap. This stuff, like I said, there's a piece of riprap right there, but we kind of mixed it in there just so it locks in, because if he does get a flood, this small stuff can wash away, so you want it all locked in there naturally. So it worked out great. It ended up being beautiful. As you can see, it goes all the way up that hill. The dozer staying here, track is going. Same thing with my mulcher to the next job. Dozer can handle the rest, but we got everything really nice, sloped, naturally graded. We've kind of followed the ruts that were here before, so you know, that's the way the water wants to go, so we're going to work with the water. I think we're going to plan on coming back maybe the end of next month for phase 3, which is going to be the full lot clear. We did some clearing, but we stopped there because he really wanted to focus on the driveway, which is pretty important, I'd say. So yeah, probably about 1,000 foot left to go to a full lot clear and a full pad. That's phase 3. Right now, we're pretty much wrapping up. You guys can give us a call at any time, 803-504-1722. Free estimates every Saturday. I think he had about 5 estimates before me, and everyone said it was impossible, but we just drove a dump truck up here, so there you go.